Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you today. What's going on with this? Okay, please check it. Hang on. Do I sound okay, guys? Is this cool? I'm getting some weird pop-ups. There we go. Oh, good. All right, I guess we're good. All right, we are live. It's good to be back. Good to have everyone today. Got a big show today. We're going to get all into that Fundora card. Yeah, my internet was apparently being gay for a minute. Hang on. Yeah, we're good now. What up, BC? What up, Muscles? The lock is out. Yeah, I sent the lock of the week out. If you guys are Patreon, I already sent out the lock of the week. You guys should have that. If you're not a Patreon, what is y'all waiting for, guys? My dog wants in. My dog wants to be a Patreon. Come on, Cannoli. My dog wants to be a Patreon. She wants to get rich. Guys, link is in the description. It's in the ticket below. I'm gonna pin it in the chat. Just $5 a month. It's the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. It gets you ask the bookie anything. It gets the lock of the week, which I just dropped. It gets dropped the lock of the week earlier this week, but I want to get locked in. I like this lock. I want y'all to get in on this. So get the lock of the week. You also get access to the Discord. That's absolutely free access to the Discord. Just $5 a month. Gets you the Discord, which gets you $5 a month. Gets you the Patreon, which gets you the lock of the week. Gets you ask the bookie anything. Gets your request a video. It gets you access to the Discord. The Discord is a great community. We can talk boxing. We live stream fights. I also, most importantly, give you the updated props and the live betting. So make sure to join the Patreon and get access to the Discord. It's $5 a month. Link is in the description. It's also in that little ticker below. Let me pay the bills first. I'm going to get to everything in just a minute. Nope, that's the wrong one. Guys, please head on over to carnivorebar.com. That's carnivorebar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move and stores for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's Carnivore Bar. It's a nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. CarnivoreBar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right, y'all. All right. It's good to have everyone aboard here. It's gonna have a good show. Am I the only one that thinks Joshawn Jones can beat Lester? Yes. Jay Russ, that doesn't mean you're wrong, bro. I've gone on my own a lot. I don't think so. I think Lester is really good. I think he's a killer. I think he's a good athlete, good twitch, good speed, good volume, commits to his shots. He's got flaws, he's not unbeatable, but I don't think Joshawn is the guy that does it. But look, if you think so, you can get some good odds on it. Get in on it. RMG, you're saying I think so. You think he can beat him, or you think he's the only, or Jay's the only one that thinks he can beat him? What are the odds on that right now? For they take it down? Here it is. He's plus 280 right now. If you like it, get in on it. He made hard work of Vaughn Alexander, who's a journeyman. Yeah, very, very different fighter. Vaughn is not a joke. Vaughn's something to play with, but yeah, he's a journeyman. He's a good fighter, but he's a journeyman. Ramble's not wrong, but he's a very, very different fighter than Lester Martinez. I want to pull up this. I'm dropping the Lester Martinez video tonight, so that will be dropped tonight. You guys will have that live video of tonight. That will be coming your way. Jones got a draw with that Kazakhstani fighter who was a solid amateur. Yeah, I don't think Jones sucks. I think he's pretty good. I just think Lester Martinez is another level. What about Delgado versus Rodriguez and Mayer versus Ryan? We're going to get to all of it. Okay? We're going to get to it in due time, Jonathan. I haven't seen you before. Are you a newcomer? Are you a newcomer to the chat? Yes, I had some talk on Booker making it a tough fight. I don't see it. I think Fundora can get a first or second round KO if he lets his hands go. Yeah, I think he gets a knockout too. I'm going to get to that video as well. So let me just go over the rest of the week for you guys real quick. So for the rest of this week, I'm going to do Johnson and Hughes. I'm going to drop. All right, I'm going to do a show every day. Today's Wednesday. I'm going to do a show Wednesday. I'm going to do a show Tuesday, Thursday. I'm going to do 2 shows on Friday. That's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I will do a live reaction show Saturday when all the smoke is cleared. Tomorrow, I'm going to do Johnson and Hughes. I'm going to drop that video. And then I'm going to drop the Fundora Booker tape because I don't think there's a whole lot to look at on that on Friday. So that's the rest of the week. Shows every day. 2 on Friday. Lester Martinez today. Nina Hughes tomorrow. Booker on Friday. 2 live shows on Friday. Live show on Saturday. And that's what we got cooking this week. That's what we got cooking this week. It should be a good week. All right, guys. If you have any questions, comments, thoughts, put them in the super chat. I want to get to a couple of things here. Uh, 79 Pros wants to know if he should add Elijah Garcia. I'm not against it. I'm not against it. Let's take a look at everything. But yeah, I was thinking about putting Elijah Garcia on my lock. It does add a little bit of risk to it, but I would imagine you're still fin to be good. Oh, wow. He's minus 950 on FanDuel. Stay away from FanDuel. Minus 950. Yikes. Hang on one second. I'll be right back, guys. You hang on. All right. It's good to have you aboard, Jonathan. It's good to have you aboard. Oscar, the grounds wants to know why I don't believe in achievement. I certainly do. I'm not even sure I know what that means, Oscar. Is the over Lester and Joe Sean safe? I would bet it. We'll take a look at it. We'll take a look at it. I don't love the over on Lester and Joe Sean. I really don't love that. I really don't. There's no props yet. Let me see. Well, let's see if other books have it. We can get a ballpark on what we're looking at. Nope, no, there are no props on this. All right. So we actually have a lot this week. You know, look how much FanDuel's got compared to DraftKings. Whack. This is going crazy. Ramos and Schramm, that's going crazy. That was minus 1,600, then minus 1,800, now minus 2,500. How wild, man. So I'm going to do this one tonight. Lester Martinez and Joshawn James, Elijah Garcia and Terrell Goucher. Interesting fight. I would honestly feel safer picking Lester Martinez and Elijah Garcia. Honestly, I'd feel safer with this than that. Trudell Booker and Sebastian Fundora. I don't see much of a chance. I don't see Booker having much of a chance in that fight, in that world title fight. All right. So that's that. Let's see what props we do have. I want to do this. Hang on 1 second. All right, so here's the whole card. Fundora and Booker, unification fight, WBC on WBL 154. Garcia and Gusay, Jesus Ramos and Emmanuel and Guido Schramm, Freddie Rojas, Maurice Lee, Alberto Garcia. Okay. This is kind of a crap card. Joseph Brown's on the card. All right. What happened to PBC? What this card sucks. Robert Guerrero's on the card. All right, so I mean, it's just these three. All right, let's take a look at this, and we'll get to questions. Waiting on props to show. Yeah, I'm waiting on props too, man. We're all waiting on DraftKings to drop some props. Hang on, right quick. I'm picking up the wrong thing. Hang on, guys. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. All right. Let's get into the book. And then we'll do questions, comments. Guys, have any questions, comments, thoughts, leave them in the chat. All right, let's just go through this fight. This fight, there's only a couple of fights on this. Okay. What? Hang on. Now I'm all types of confused. I'm getting my cards confused here. Lester Martinez and Joshawn James are on their own separate card. It's a Pro Box card. All right. Got it. Understood. Now that helps settle some confusion. God dang. All right. Take that out. All right. Am I sharing this? Yeah. Fundora, we got props on this. I like Fundora money line. If you really want Fundora by TKO minus 200, I think is an interesting bet. I wouldn't parlay it. I would just take Fundora money line in my book. I would take Fundora by KO on a standalone bet at minus 200. I think it should hit. I think that's a good bet. I would definitely look to make that bet. I think that's a really good bet. I would definitely make that bet. Jesus Ramos all day. It's easy money right now. There's hey now props. Ramos by KO TKO at minus 320. Again, this is interesting because this is a bet. Guido Schramm's only been stopped once, but he's in front of you. He's there to be hit. He's not gonna, you know what I'm saying? He looks to exchange. I certainly think he gets stopped. At the over under at 6.5, they're telling you it's going to be a stoppage. I think Ramos by TKO, Ramos by stoppage is a really good bet. I think that's a really good bet. I don't know. You could build a parlay around it if you wanted to. If you wanted to add that and then just add like Sky Nicholson as a 2-leg parlay. Ramos, Lester Martinez. Ramos by stoppage. Sky Nicholson by decision. 2-leg parlay. And that can really hit. And it's good money. I really like it's just Ramos. It's gotten non-beneficial to bet him. Yesterday when I did this, it was minus 1,800. When I first looked at it, it was minus 1,600. So it went from minus 1,600 to minus 1,800 to minus 2,500. It's still not a bad bet. I locked it in. I've already put my bet in on Jesus Ramos money line, Lester Martinez money line, Sky Nicholson by decision. That's my bet. Give that guys to you now. But Jesus Ramos by KO, TKO, DQ is also not a bad bet. It's not a bad bet at all. Fundora, Ramos, and right there, that's not a bad play. It gets what are we looking at? Fundora by KO, Ramos by KO, get you to minus 104. Those two bets, which will probably come through, those will probably hit. That gets you just about even money. Yes, they would have gotten you some plus money. Let's take a look at some of that. Fight looks so one-sided this week. No potential upsets. Yeah, there's not a lot of upsets this week. I would agree. We'll go through it. Is Amazon Prime a subscription platform? Yeah. Except, no, just log into someone else's account. That's what we all do. Just log into someone else's account. I've had it for 10 years. I've never paid for it. Just log into my mother-in-law's account. Like, I'm not asking anyone to incriminate themselves. I'm just saying, guys, who in the chat pays for their own Amazon account and who just logs into someone else's? Be honest. I just log into someone else's. I've never paid for it. Had it for 10 years. I've had it since my kids were born. 10 years old. 10 and a half. All right. Guys, I want to ask you this question. I'm going to put this in the chat. I'm going to make a poll because I'm interested. This is an interesting question to me. Which card is better? PBC, Amazon Prime, ProBox TV. I just want to know what your guys' thoughts. I want your guys' thoughts on this and comments on this. Which card's actually better this week? The Amazon Prime card, the Sebastian Fundora card, or the ProBox card? I think it's the ProBox card. I want to see what you guys think. I want to. Has ProBox TV gotten better than? Has ProBox TV gotten better than PBC? Is ProBox past it? I'm thinking Fundora. Yeah. Fundora knockout in the first half is probably a good bet. That's probably a good bet. David says there's an app called Boxing Showtimes. Shows every card coming up next time. It does. Yeah, I have the app. I do have the app. Paulie Malinaji told me about it. ProBox has even more matches, in my opinion. ProBox is better than PBC now. Well, PBC, the hedge fund lost all their money, right? Or they spent all their money, or whatever. They ran out of money. But it is. I have a whole lot to get into this week. All right, let's just look at all. Let's just run through all the Saturday fights that I would bet. All right. Do we have an over on this? Yes, we do. Johnson, I'm gonna go through this and then I'm gonna take questions, comments, and thoughts. Over 1,400. Fight to go the distance. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, this fight's so hard to bet, and I'm not going to give a prediction. I'm leaning one way, but I'm going to let you guys know. Just take the over. It's easy money. Take the over. Sky Nicholson and Tia Brown. This is the one we're going to make some money on. Sky Nicholson money line. I love. Take the over. Take it to go the distance. We got knockdowns. Muscles. They took away our knockdown prop. Props. And then the other one I like, Sky Nicholson, which I think is a great bet, is Sky Nicholson by decision at -500. This is a great bet, guys. You want a great bet? Ramos by decision. I mean, Ramos by stoppage and Nicholson by decision. Nicholson by decision, Ramos by stoppage. Bang! Nice little sexy two-leg parlay. Doesn't get no better than that. This is an interesting fight. Malik Calhoun is my boy. I want to bet on him. I do want to bet on Malik Calhoun. But 1,700 makes life interesting. Yeah, I'm not going to bet on him. But Malik Calhoun, this is a fight to watch. I'm not saying he's definitely going to win. He could win. Dante Lane is this is a real fight. This is on the zone. This is the overtime card. This is a real fight. My boy Malik Calhoun has a real shot in this fight. I'm not saying he's going to win, but this is ridiculous. Jonathan Mansour, Marcus Bowes, Malik Montgomery, Jeremy Hill. This is all on the there's a ton of boxing on. There's a ton of boxing on Saturday. Vladimir Hernandez and Isaiah Lucero, Lester Martinez, and Joe Sean James. All right. To me, Kurt Scooby's going to win. This is not worth betting on. Neither is the Rojas fight. I just wouldn't touch him. Alberto Mora. Okay, you can throw some money on that. Again, -5,000, -8,000, not worth it. Jonathan Mansour, -5,000, not worth it. Malik Montgomery at -1,200. I think that's ridiculous. Like, guys, someone said, do you have an upset? Do you have an upset? If there's an upset, it's right here. It's this one right here. Jeremy Hill at +700. I'm not saying he's going to win. I'm not. But this is a fight legitimately worth betting on. Vladimir Hernandez and Isaiah Lucero. Again, this is a 50-50 fight. I would lean towards Hernandez. -180. I don't love him, but I do think he's going to win the fight. He's old. He's just an ugly fight to bet on. This is a fight that I would stay away from. Like, you can't make money on every fight. He could get stopped. He could win a decision. He could stop Lucero. He's old. He's slow. He looks great sometimes. He looks horrible at other times. I would stay away from this fight. The fight on that card that you want to make money on is Lester Martinez and Joe Sean James. Lester Martinez at -380, I think is really good value. I think that is really good value. Elijah Garcia and Terrell Goucher. Elijah Garcia, but I think this is why I don't think he should be that much of a favorite, although I do think he wins. Does it go over? It probably goes over. I like the over at -250. I like the over on that a lot. I'd probably bet the over on that. Goucher is a safety first guy. He's not going to exchange. He's not going to hit. And Garcia is a comfort guy. But if Goucher wants to survive, if Goucher wants to go rounds, he can. So I would take the over on that. Ramos and Schramm. I like Ramos by stoppage. You guys know that. Let's get Ramos by stoppage. Ramos and Ramos by stoppage. Fundora. I like Fundora. And I like him by stoppage. Just to go over all the bets I do like. I like over on Johnson Hughes. I like it to go the distance. I like Sky Nicholson money line. I like the over. I like it to go the distance. I like Sky Nicholson by decision. I like a lot of that fight. I like Alberto Mora at -550. I like Jeremy Hill. Like, I'm not saying Jeremy Hill's going to win, but you guys want an upset? Jeremy Hill at +700. There's an upset. Not saying he's going to win. I think I'm going to put something on that fight. Not a lot. I'm going to put something on that fight. Vladimir Hernandez, Lester Martinez, Elijah Garcia, moneyline. You can just moneyline those guys. Vladimir Hernandez would be the one. I would not bet that. Lester Martinez, Elijah Garcia, moneyline. Over 8.5, Garcia Goucher. I like that a lot. Ramos, moneyline, parlay it. Ramos by stoppage. You can parlay that. Sebastian Fundora moneyline. Sebastian Fundora by stoppage at -200. That's a bet I really like. I think like everyone's gonna pick Fundora by stoppage. That's the one everyone's gonna pick. That's a good bet. Like you guys may want to cash in on that. Fundora by stoppage. That's 15 bets I've given you for this week. Let me take a look at my poll. I've only got 9. You guys keep voting in this poll. You guys seem to like the Pro Box card better than the Amazon Prime card. But keep on voting. Vote in that. I like that better too. I'm not going to lie. I certainly like it better. They took away our knockdown prop. Let me get to some of these here. Where did we leave off? Pro Box has more even. Yeah, Pro Box. Does Gary Jonas make those fights, or who makes those? Well, this is a Robert Garcia Promotions, right? This is Robert Garcia Promotions. Yeah, he does. The Pro Box fights are always good. They're always good. And now they have good fighters in Lester Martinez. It's a good card. I want Lester versus Berlanga. Let's see how Lester looks in this fight. And then after that, we'll decide if Lester's ready for Berlanga. But yeah, Rambo, that's a good fight. I'm going to hire Rambo as one of my matchmakers. Well done, Rambler. That's a good one. And I would lean towards Lester, but let's see how he looks tonight. Rocket's in the house. What up, Rocket? What's up, Rocket? Outwork listening, champ. Keep grinding, baby. Keep grinding. We need that knockdown. We need the knockdown prop. I think they took it down, Muscles, because in all the women's fights, just take under 1.5 knockdowns. You're going to win. You're going to always win. Just take it. Still don't got the Ramos fight. Still didn't get the Ramos fight. Lester, no props for Sky or Johnson. Used for me on Hard Rock. Hard Rock is sucking. I used to go to Hard Rock. Like, Hard Rock used to be the one that had all the... There's ups and downs, man. There's ups and downs. Is my girl Sky gonna win her fight? Yeah, I think so. I like Tiara Brown, Oscar. I see 0% chance that she can cut the ring off. 0. Like, do I think that there's any situation in which Tiara Brown can cut the ring off on Sky Nicholson and make her fight in a phone booth? 0% chance of that. And I like Tiara Brown, but it's not going to happen. David, look, he's probably not going to win. But at plus 700, he's a real fighter. He's a real dog. He could win. Like, I just look at the odds. Am I probably going to lose my money on that? Probably. Do I think it's worth a risk at plus 700? I'm going to bet $50 on it. If I win, I hit 350. If I lose, I lose $50. I don't care. Right? But if I win, it's just like when I bet a draw on a Melnicki fight. Is it going to be a draw? Probably not. Ends up being a draw. Like, would you be shocked? Would you be shocked if Jeremy Hill won this fight? Sounds wild, man. I'm probably going to lose my money. Like, to be fair. I'm probably going to lose my money on that. Guys, let me know if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, anything like that. It's not that I don't like Malik Montgomery. It's not. It's not. I think it's a much closer fight. It's not I like Jeremy Hill. I think Jeremy Hill's a dog. I think he's a real fighter. I think he belongs in the stage. I think it's a much more even fight. It's not anything necessarily against Malik. It's more I like Jeremy Hill. Like I'm telling you, Malik will probably win. If I had to handicap the fight, I would say 65% chance Malik Montgomery wins. That means a 35% chance. That means 2-1. Except the odds are 7-1. So I'm going to make the bet. Like, I believe if they fought 3 times, Malik would win 2 and Jeremy would win once. So it's 2-1. This is 7-1. This means they'd have to win. They'd have to fight 8 times for him to win 1. It's not a knock on Montgomery. It's not that I don't think Montgomery's good or he's good. He's probably going to win. It's just the odds to me. It's worth the risk, right? Like if I gave you, if you have dice in your hand, and I said $5 bet, you roll a 6. If you roll a 6, I pay you $100. Okay, is that bet worth it? Yes, because I got 1 in 6 chance of rolling a 6. You're paying me 20 times. So if I keep rolling that dice over time, I'm going to win that hand. I may lose this roll, and I may lose, and statistically, I'm going to lose the roll. But when I do hit, I've made it 20 times my bet. I bet $5. I won I want 100. When I have a 1 in 6 chance of hitting. Does that make sense? Am I explaining that well? Was Layla Ali the greatest female boxer? She's not the best. This new era is better. Was she the greatest? Meaning, did she dominate her era better than anyone else has dominated their era? Probably. The Chrissy Martin fight I would throw out, but Layla Ali was great. Bro, there's knockdown props on the Fundora. Yeah, I know. What do you want to take? I would take the over. But you can't. What if Fundora just kills him with one shot? I only like the props on when both guys are super highly skilled, like Beterbiev and Bivol. No one's getting knocked down in that fight. Not with the defensive G's of those two guys. Or with the broads, because they can't punch. With the broads, they can't punch. 2-minute rounds, they're not going to wear each other down. They push their shots. The broads aren't really going to hurt each other. They don't have the power and the torque to hurt each other. So you're not getting 2 knockdowns. When it's defensive wizardry, like Bivol and Beterbiev, they're too good to get knocked down. They're not getting knocked down, and not twice. Fundora, I don't like the knockdowns on this. See, they took it away from the easy fights. This is hard. I'm not saying they can't hit this. They certainly could. But could Fundora knock Booker down twice? Yeah, probably will. Could he just knock him down once and end the fight? Yeah. If you were asking me, I would take over 1.5. We'll see. I wouldn't bet that, though. I would not bet that minus 240. There's better bets than that. Sylvester Fundora by knockout at minus 200 is a better bet. That's a tough one to bet on because, yeah, you figure, bro, good point that's the best to bet on in the under 1.5 knockdowns. It's the broads and defensive wizards. Like, if Pernell Whitaker was fighting Shakur Stevenson, do you think there's going to be any knockdowns in that fight? 0. You know what I'm saying? Like, the defensive, really good high-end defensive fighters, fights like this aren't going to get knocked down. All right. If you guys have any last-minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, leave them now or forever hold your peace. I will be live again tomorrow. If not, I guess I'll be live tomorrow. Stay on it. Yeah, stay with me. I wouldn't bet it. Not that fight. Not that fight. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts. Esteban is in the house. What up, Esteban? You've been quiet all day. Oh, let me check my poll. Yeah, Booker Fundora. Let me check my poll, Esteban. How you been, man? I haven't seen you in a minute. Where's my poll at? Oh, wow. PBC rallied. He came back and is winning the poll. Wow. PBC rallied all the way back. PBC, y'all like the PBC poll bet, the fight better. Okay. 56-44. I'm going to keep this going for another minute. Don't bet on PBC. Too much funny business happens. So people say. That's what people say. What's up, bro? On my way to work, I show you live. Just showing love. Appreciate you. Have a good rest of the night, bro. You too, Esteban. Always. Makes sense. I hope so. I'm not sure what you're referring to, David, but I hope it makes sense. Yeah. All right. So the lock of the week is out. So join the Patreon if you have not. Get the lock of the week. Go ahead over to the Discord. Everything's in the Discord. But join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's also in that little ticker below. $5 a month gets you the lock of the week. It gets you the live betting. It gets you the Discord. It gets you everything. All right, y'all. It is March 19th, 2025 from Texas to the world. Oh, let me check my poll. Should I take the over on the Fundora fight? No, you should take Fundora by stoppage. Take Fundora by stoppage. If you want to get a little risky, Fundora by stoppage, minus 200. I think it's a great bet. All right, y'all. I'm going to end this poll. PBC, y'all like the PBC poll better. All right. Wrapping this up. March 19th, 2025 from Texas to the world. Thank you and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.